into the Uncensored Truth. I'm your host, Etolia Magdalena. Welcome to my first ever episode of my podcast and of season 1 of the Uncensored Truth. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, I felt God put this podcast in my heart about a year and a half ago to share my crazy ass life experiences with you guys in the hopes that I can help someone else who might be going through the exact same thing I am. I know as a 22, about to be 23-year-old in January, I'm not here to sugarcoat a single thing. Every week I will be joined by special guests from different backgrounds and different perspectives to discuss controversial topics from relationships to becoming closer to yourself. I'm here to bring you one step closer to wholeness. And not by any means am I trying to say I'm perfect or I have all the answers or I know what's going on. But my life be crazy, and I feel like God put me through all this shit for a reason. So I am here to share with y'all. I'm here to listen. I'm here to be an advocate, to be a voice, to be a therapist, an advice giver, all of that. And I'm so excited to share this journey with you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the topic at hand. Today I am joined with Idalis, India. Let me tell y'all, this girl has came a long way on her personal growth journey, and I'm so proud. She's a fellow Howard University alumna per.
You already know the vibes.
And I'll let you introduce yourself the rest of the way.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here, Etolia. Thank you so much for bringing me here. It's going to be a great show, and really what I do and what I'm passionate about really just ties around fashion, music, anything involving creativity. So when she asked me to be on this podcast, obviously I was going to say yes, because we are friends, close friends outside of our individual work that we do. So I'm really excited to see how we can collaborate. I go by the name of Idalis, India. I'm a hip-hop artist, rap artist, and I also own a clothing brand called Cozy Clothing Brand. Mm-hmm. So you guys can check me out on Cozy Clothing Brand on Instagram, yes, and Idalis, India on Instagram as well. So.
And today we're drinking some Roscato. Cheers. Because this is like my favorite. This is my favorite wine, okay? It's a nice sweet red wine, really bubbly, you know, like me. So anyways, let's get into the topic, okay? So last night Summer dropped her album. Sierra's Prayer did it for me.
It was what we was waiting for, honestly. And I feel like every other time I've heard a Summer Walker album, I've been in my bag, heartbroken, cheated on, something. Right. But this time around feels different, and that prayer really it's giving reawakening and
new rebirth.
Literally,
and that's what she wanted it to give. Yeah. I'm an adult now, but transitioning into this dating life is so ghetto. But that prayer, I was laying in my bed, I was just really taking in the album. Honestly, it's nice to look at it it's nice to be able to look at it too from a perspective of not being hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I can really just, I feel bad for her. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel bad for her. I'm listening to her album and I'm like, wow, she went through
all that, but she's moving past it.
Exactly.
And that's the most important thing. And it's just different.
And it's inspirational, you know what I mean? It helps. We're going to get into it. So
if she can do it, we can do it.
Right, we can do it, period. So today we're talking about how social media is killing our idea of relationships. It's about to be 2022. And it's Birkin culture and bust down Rolly, I want a Chanel, I want the new Bottega Veneta boots. Right. We're not Beyonce. Let's be honest. At 22, 23, what are we doing?
Okay. Here's the thing. Here's my thing with that. I feel as though it's okay to want nice things. It's okay to want valuable things. Right. But you gotta want to be able to get to know the person who's giving you those things first. Right. You can't just be a person and then all you see is a dollar sign.
Right. Right. But the thing is, most of the time with situations like that, I'm all of this stuff is not free. All of this stuff comes with a price. We don't know. We don't know the cheating, the abuse, the tears, the neglect,
lies,
everything in the relationships that people, they get. You see on Instagram, oh my God, She got the rose petal hotel room with the what is it? The little flower.
The Venus floor flowers.
Yeah, the Venus floor flowers. Like she got everything. Like, dang. Like I want my man to do that. You asking this man who working at Foot Locker
to give you his first check and his last.
And for a brand, he got
for a Chanel.
He got his own bills he gotta pay. Let's think about it. Let's really think about it. Like me, imagine if I had to spend my money on a man. I don't even know if we're gonna be together all the way yet. Like, and I'm spending my check.
You're making an investment. You're making an investment.
We're expecting these men to come to us and without even really knowing us all the way yet. Like,
and giving us the world on a platter.
Right, which that's fine. Expect that, you know, be treated like a queen.
Yeah. I just think the expectation has just become so like. It's like the expectation, but on steroids.
Right,
like,
right.
It's the wanting someone to be chivalrous, but only equating them to how much money they spend on you or how many dates they take you out on.
But it shouldn't be that. We're expecting too much, okay? As I'm not even saying in general, okay? Because if you got a man that's making 7 figures, a little bag shouldn't be much if he really like you and get to know you. A little bag for your birthday, Christmas.
Yeah, that's
you know
just
what I mean?
a gift.
Like,
that's just like in between a relationship, y'all gonna give
yeah. Yeah, like right now we just like, you know, it shouldn't be much if it's a little bag here for a little, you know, gift or whatever.
Gift,
like,
yeah.
But you gotta. We going straight in. We going straight in. Like,
where's the Birkin at? Where's the Chanel at?
Well, I'm not, but like, you know, like
I feel like a lot of women in our generation, and well, I'm not gonna speak for women in our generation, but as a woman in our generation, observing other women in our generation, I feel as though the media and being on social media has really created these kind of fantasies that I'm not saying aren't tangible or you shouldn't go for, but at the end of the day, you're asking someone to treat you better than they treat themselves. You're asking someone to, first of all, you're putting the worth of the relationship in materialistic things.
Oh my God, this goes to, bro. Literally, when you go to married couples who've been married 40, 50 years, when you ask them what made your relationship last, what made your relationship last? Oh, I love how he's a handyman. He can fix anything in the house whenever I need. Like, he's there. Oh, he's so romantic. Like, he does things for me intangible. Or he does so much for my mental stability. He does so much for my emotions. They're not gonna say, oh, this $8 million ring he bought me, or
is the representation of our marriage. Like, you can't buy love.
My house that he has gotten for us, and this Bentley I'm driving. Like, when you see, I was watching Wags, right? And this Wives and Girlfriends of Professional Athletes, whatever.
Okay.
They always, like, the biggest thing I feel like they talk about is like, oh, I just wish he was like, because men be like, oh, we got you all of these things. Right. You should be fine. I don't have to be here emotionally. I don't have to be here for you and the kids because I got you all of this stuff. And it always ends up being, I didn't marry you for the stuff. I don't want you for the stuff. I wanted you for you, and I want to be around you. Like, I want to be with you. So it's not about the material thing.
It's all good, y'all. We still outside. And I agree with that. And I think that's the problem, though. Money, you can't buy love. Like, you people think you can buy love, and that's what I'm saying when I talk about the media, how people see the Birkin bags and the Chanels and the designer and the private jets and this beautiful vacation that they go on every year for her birthday, but maybe that house he got her living in, he's cheating in the same bed that they sleeping in. I don't want that. And I don't want people our age to want that for themselves either.
But like, let's not, okay, so talking about the women right now, let's hold these men accountable too, okay? I don't know, with this social media culture as well, y'all think y'all don't have to court. You have so many options at your fingertips. Oh my God, I could go on this girl page, like 3 pictures, she gonna respond. And also I'm gonna go on, and I'm gonna DM 5 people, and I know at least 2 of them
at least one of them is gonna respond.
Right.
And if none of them respond, I'll just do it again.
And you'll have a whole girl like,
A roster.
being everything. No, a roster, but you also have, you have your good girls in there. You have the girls that are doing everything for you, doing favors for you, really want to like you for you, not asking you for your money, not asking you for nothing.
Just your time.
Yeah, and you have so many options in this social media,
That's what I'm saying. People think they have options, and another thing about that I hate when it comes to like interacting with men on social media. Why are you DMing me telling me you want me? Am I an object? Am I a painting in a museum? No, I'm a person.
Right.
So it's just like, men think it's just like, dating nowadays looks a lot like getting on an app, telling someone you're attracted to them, and then
flexing on that app so that they think that you got money, because that's what you think, you make money your identity, because you don't have anything else to offer. Because we have this social media platform, you can make this facade, you can make this profile. Oh, I got money, I go on trips every week, I got my business in order, I go to therapy, I see the lady, I pray every day according to my story. According to my story, I post a little Bible quote every day, and I pray every day.
And I'm woke.
Yeah, like
no. That is all cap. And honestly, another thing that you actually just reminded me of. So another thing that I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion. You let me know. I believe an unpopular opinion is that when somebody posts on Instagram and they didn't text you back, I feel like we be feeling some type of way, right? But how can we feel some type of way? I feel like social media has made us feel obligated to other people's time and attention.
Okay, that's true.
Why I have that opinion.
That's true. But it is hard when you're on the other end and you're like, what? Like, I don't sit back. Okay, biggest thing for me for the longest, I'm working on it, you know what I mean? I'm seeing the lady too.
I feel you. Shout out to that lady.
Shout out to the lady. But I literally, like, I don't think about what other people could have going on. I'm like, why aren't you talking to me?
Right.
Like, you don't care about me because you're not putting in the effort, you're not putting in the time. Which sometimes that is the case. Right. That is the case, but I know damn well I was being dramatic in my situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and what I want to see more of is this. Like, woman, come on now, y'all.
Right.
Y'all know damn well we don't be apologizing, okay? We don't say when we're wrong.
Take accountability.
If you're a type of woman, if you're a stand-up woman who does that, man, I congratulate you. But what I know from my experience, and we share a couple similar experiences, that honestly, I just apologized to a man for the first time a couple weeks ago.
She made me feel like a dummy. Well, no, I felt like a dummy, but then I realized the whole thing, Another thing that I forgot to mention is asking advice from your friends. Like, I don't think you should take the opinion fully. It don't matter if your friend been in a relationship for 7 years, if she married, if she got 8 kids and 3 baby fathers, I don't care how much, whatever. If you're consulting somebody else for your own personal relationship, nobody knows what y'all go through.
Yeah,
what y'all go through, the emotions that y'all have for each other, and the experiences y'all have. Nobody knows except for you two.
And it's not so much bad about asking friends for advice. Of course you want to ask your girlfriends, your best friend, your sis. But what you gotta pay attention to what people are telling you. Are they coming from a place of compassion
and how you actually feel?
Or are they coming from a place of F him, I hate him, F him, witch hunt? That's not gonna get you nowhere.
It don't matter none of that. Because at the end of the day, these women put up with, they put up with stuff.
But they gonna tell you to leave your man.
Yeah, but also don't put up with a lot of stuff just because whatever. But like, your friends can have some insightful advice. Like, they can have some insightful advice, but it be sometimes where you ask your friend something. My example. I'm gonna just say my example. So somebody I was dealing with or whatever reached out after I was married. After a very long time, okay? And it was, I'm not even gonna get into the details of that. Moral of the story is he reached out after a very long time. It was a thoughtful, hey, what's up, how you been? You've been on my mind, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So I really had to sit on it because it had been cool 3 months. So I'm like, I have already moved on.
3 months since he last texted you?
Since we last texted.
Okay, bet. Good. I want them to know.
Yeah.
3 months since we last texted.
So we had, I had ended the, situationship we was in.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? It's better I move on elsewhere. I take my talents to a new arena stage. So I said I'm gonna take my talents elsewhere, and he said, "Cool, I can respect that." I said, "Cool." So let me go. I'm gonna go, and I'm seeing the lady now. You know how it is. Every time you getting your stuff together,
now everybody want to come back.
They miss the kid. Okay, so I'm getting my life together in order. I'm going to the gym, taking care of me, doing stuff that make me happy, whatever.
Exactly.
Hey, what's up? You know my mind. I'm thinking about you. I'm like,
she don't know what to say.
I never know what to say. For one, I never know what to say. But I reach out to someone and I'm like, what should I say? Blessed. She said, blessed. Period. Blessed, capital B, period at the end of blessed. I'm like, I'm okay, naturally I'm so nice, like, and it's to a fault sometimes, which is why I always battle with doing too much or doing too little. So
I battle with that as well.
Like, I don't want to do too much, like, I don't want to be like, oh, blah, 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 blah,
but that's the problem. What's this whole do too much logic?
Right.
I feel like that's the problem. We have been forced to think that we need to fit this social norm of not doing too much, or who can be the most heartless, or who can be the most cold, or like, like.
And that's social media too. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you see, Justin. I had to the other day. I unfollowed Justin LeBoy. Not the other day, like 2 months ago, and I unfollowed the Shade Room. I don't follow the Shade Room, and I don't follow Justin LeBoy because I would repost, subconsciously, like, okay, yeah, we don't want to think of Instagram as like. That's not who we are, whatever, it's fake reality.
Right.
But the stuff that you do repost, subconsciously, it do be in your mind though. Like, you like, oh yeah, I agree, or yeah, I agree. And you repost it because you like, oh, this is relatable or whatever, but we're all internalizing that information. We like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me say this toxic line. In the caption, it'd be some toxic ass line, and you'd be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna use that next time."
But then you act toxic in real life, and then people sending you paragraphs, and you hitting them with okay, or not acknowledging what they're saying to you. Like, I feel like
people are always so defensive. So I'm like, I always want to respond in a nice way. I'm such a nice person, sometimes to a fault. I'm like too forgiving sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, but in this case, I was like, I wanted to respond like, hey, I've been doing good because he is checking on me, you know what I mean? Like,
which is nice.
I'm not jumping back into this situation like, oh yeah, we're gonna start talking again.
Right back how y'all was.
Definitely not giving that. Definitely not giving that. Right. But I was, gonna respond in a polite way. But my friend, was like, no, say blessed with a period.
Blessed.
Blessed with a period. He said, how you doing? Whatever. Blessed with a period. I clearly didn't want to, respond in that way.
But that's what I'm talking about.
So I'm over here like, nah, like, cause he did have, and she was gassing me up on the phone, like, remember when he, I'm like, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like social media, like, has really created this idea, and maybe this could just be a pattern or like a commonality in our generation, or just like a trend, I guess, of like, who can be the most heartless, who can be the most coldest, who can be the bigger, a-hole, or the bigger jackass, like. And it's like, you're not gonna get anywhere with that. First of all, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Okay.
And think about it. From your perspective, all right, quick ladies, we all got them dudes that they dip and then they come back, right?
Right.
And granted, should we allow them, all of them, back in our life? No, you make that assessment.
Right.
But think about those people that you did get to know, they make a mistake, they try to come back. That takes some courage and some pride to put aside to really come to you like.
It does sometimes. Like, sometimes people come back to you because you're accessible. Let's start there.
Right.
There's all those factors. We're saying this all in like, we're learning too. You know what I mean? Like,
we learned this
is our
last
analysis.
week.
This is our analysis.
We just not coming to y'all with the fresh hot topics.
This is our analysis. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not giving. So sometimes you just gotta make that assessment based on the person in your relationship and whatever.
Exactly.
But anyways, I stay blessed, okay? So I talked to this girl, she been seeing a lady. So, she talks success to me. And she's like, that was a little rude. And I'm like, you know, it was a little rude. It wasn't like how I would normally respond. My sister just want to play. But it wasn't how I normally wanted to respond to, you know, somebody I was dealing with. But I ended up going back. I'm like, hey.
Yes.
I'm like, hey,
yeah,
I didn't really mean that.
Go.
I didn't really mean that. Whatever. No response. To be expected, no response.
He's doing you how you did him.
And I get that fully. I understand that. But like, you know, so I reach out again one more time with my private side. And I got a response. But all that goes to say, and like, you know, I feel content with my decision. I'm not, you know, like, I wouldn't have felt content with the blessed. Because that's just not how I do.
And it's just like, that goes to like the whole blocking culture that we have. That my block list is extensive. I honestly just need to change my number. But
I can't really.
I feel like I see the blocking posts, you know, they might post a funny meme on social media, right? And then so that feeling that you have where like, you know, if you block someone, you know, when you block someone and you just send a piped up message, you don't feel good after. Like, you don't, we like to think it's all empowering.
She's from New York. She's from New York, so she definitely sent a piped up message.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm sending a piped up message, and I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I did that. So that same energy she had behind that blessed, I had that energy with someone like, yeah, you gotta take me out on a date or I'm out.
Yeah.
Who am I? Like, am I the almighty? I'm me, right? But at the end of the day,
you acting above yourself.
I was acting above myself.
Whoa! I wasn't acting above myself.
She wasn't acting above
herself. For one, in the way that it was said, it was giving like, you're better than me or something.
But that's probably how you made him feel.
That he's better than me?
No,
he's better than me. It's giving he's better than me. Like, you acting above yourself.
Listen,
you saying that to me?
And this brings me to the topic that we've been talking about for the past couple months. Humbleness. Be humble, y'all. Yeah. Like, don't.
The humble women get.
The humble women get everything they want. Let me tell you something. Get this idea out of your mind. You know when like you be seeing girls like, how she with him? How she with him?
Yeah, she not even that
cute. She's probably humble. She probably been with him.
She don't gotta be cute.
She probably been with him through the broke times, through the tough times. Y'all only want to be through the good times.
Don't say through the cheating now. I don't condone that. I'm sorry.
Cheating?
I don't condone it.
Unpopular opinion.
Oh my God, are you serious? This is a terrible unpopular opinion.
My unpopular opinion. It's subjective to the situation. I don't know. I feel like if somebody I love and care about cheats on me and they come to me and tell me as a man, rather than me find out, that to me is a little bit more honorable.
And if you genuinely mean it, not if you go say that and you cheat again and you do the same shit. It don't work like that.
Exactly.
Okay. I can see that point maybe in that case scenario. But yeah.
Exactly.
That's besides the point. But at the end of the day, honestly, I was thinking the other day and I'm like, damn, does it come down to happiness or stability? Like, is it really doable for a woman to get everything that she wants in a man? A man is gonna get everything he wants out of a woman.
Yes. But you have to invite that energy. If you inviting energy that the situation or relationship is transactional, guess what? Everything is gonna be a transaction. Yeah. If you genuinely with the person because you really bangs with them,
right?
All that other stuff, it doesn't
But
matter.
not even that. Can we get the emotionally available man? The man that prays, that really goes to therapy, that really has this romance with him, with you, like this man who adores you, who whatever. Like, is that possible for a woman to have?
As a woman, I would ask myself if I had these questions or these wonderings about these possibilities. Am I giving him a space where he can feel like he can do this? So that's you though. But as women, we want a man to make us feel safe. We want a man to make us feel this and that and this and that. What are we making a man feel like? And let me tell y'all something. This is the first time any of these words have came out of my mouth. I may be called a simp. I may be
the first time ever.
City girls down 1,000.
We just growing.
We just growing though. And it's just,
as you become a woman, like it's just sips wine.
Sips wine. Like,
no, but honestly too, it really like it comes to the topic too of men have to be, because I'm like, yeah, let's hold the men accountable too. Men have to be that leader, that man that just, I was saying the other day, I'm like, I can't wait to encounter a real man leading me, like telling me what I'm supposed to do, allowing me to have that space to be vulnerable and submissive. I want to do everything for you. Like, I want to be everything that you can, whatever. And it's like, I feel like that's a natural instinct in women, But it's hard to have a man that gives you that desire, that burning feel. Like, I'm indebted to this man. Like, I owe this man so much. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously, it's because you're gonna feel that way because of what he's done for you, what he makes you feel like, and how he makes you feel. But there's always gonna be like a downfall. Like, a man, listen, we make jokes, Kiki, oh, he broke, I'm not talking to him. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you that broke dude gonna show you more love and compassion and patience.
He gonna get some rose petals from the dollar store.
Let me tell you what I learned.
In the Motel 6, he gonna do that.
A rich man, it ain't nothing to spend money on you. This I recently learned. It ain't nothing for a rich man to throw bills on you.
Right.
What did he have to sacrifice? Right. That's why a broke man, yeah, he more loyal. Because he doing everything he can in his ability to still give you something out of his pocket. He don't even got nothing in there. He got dust.
Yeah. He's like, here.
He got crumbs. And he's still cooking you a meal. Come on now.
He gonna make you the best peanut butter banana sandwich you can eat in your life.
He gonna make you the best mayo and ketchup sandwich.
He gonna make you the best spam rice and eggs.
Yo, shout out all my broke dudes out there, yo. If you need a girl, holla at me. I got somebody online for you.
You know, I was a college student at one point. You know what I mean?
We was all broke.
Spice the ramen noodles in there.
And broke is a mindset too. If you really,
also, I'm rich. I'm rich now. I'm up. He broke.
I don't attract broke people. A broke is a mindset. It's a circumstance. It's not indefinite.
Okay, so with all of that being said, you know, this has been a great first episode.
Crazy.
Thank you.
We're talking about crazy stuff.
Thank you so much for coming. Like, for real. Like,
I
am so excited, guys. Like, for all of this. You guys just don't even know.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. But honestly, before we go,
yes.
Our 3 major takeaways from this conversation. We had a very long conversation. We talked about a lot of stuff. Right. What are your 3 takeaways?
My 3 takeaways for everyone is gonna be.
It's that wine.
It's that wine. Take a sip. Cheers.
I'm done.
Oh, she's done. No.
She's baby.
I'm gonna take this to the head for y'all. Go.
It's good. I'm telling y'all.
So boom. 3 takeaways. First one, be humble. Okay. Mm-hmm. We know you're beautiful. We know you're established. We know you got it together. Be different. Be humble. Secondly, stop going to social media for relationship advice. Mm-hmm. It's not there. Think about it. Social media is kind of like a trash can of all of our darkest inner thoughts.
Right.
So why are you going there to a trash can to bring what's ever in the trash to something you got new going on?
Right. And
the last thing I would say is, baby girl, you gotta love yourself before you try and love anybody else.
Period.
Those would be
how is anybody supposed to love you? If you don't even know your worth enough to set those boundaries.
Exactly.
For them to love you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the first episode of The Uncensored Truth. You can follow me on Instagram at etolia.magdalena, Twitter at etolia.magdalena, and YouTube at The Uncensored Truth. And my personal vlogging YouTube channel, Etolia Magdalena. Okay? And where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Dallas, India. That's DALIS, India. And thank you so much, Etolia. I'm so happy that I've been able to be here, and I can't wait to come back.
Yes, she's going to be back. Not only love her. We love New York.
What's up? What's good? Yeah.
But all right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.